Hey guys, how are you? Come over here, come to us. We have a little chat here. We are Club of Newchurch in the Austrian Alps. I'm here with Ryan. Ryan, how are you doing?
Doing all right. How you doing?
Yeah, you can hear it. We have a friend from the US here. You're living in Berlin, right?
I live in Berlin, from New York.
You're from Brooklyn, actually?
Brooklyn, New York, Brighton Beach.
Jesus. So it's kind of what we try to do here. We give you an impression of what this event is about and why it ticks. Why does it work? It's a bit of a weird story, actually, because we're looking here at the so-called final edition of Club of Newchurch. Now, there are rumors that there will be a continuation. We might touch that topic, we might not. The question now is, why is this thing so successful? Let's not look back about the last 20 years. Let's have Ryan giving us his impression, why you think this thing works here. And we're going to do a little bit shots in between. If something passes by, we're going to have a walk. Well, what's your impression why this thing works?
Well, it's kind of funny. This is actually my first time here. So the last time is my first time. I think it works because there's every type of person is welcome. You know, it's like you have the people who work on the bikes, people who just want to go ride, go out into the countryside, people who just want to hang out. So it seems to have like a little bit of something for everybody. And I think that's kind of a big part about it. And it's not overly advertised. Like the booths, everyone's kind of here for the event, not for the product.
So you say it's a typical riders event where the people and their bikes are in the spotlight and not the commercial aspect of things?
I think so. I think when something is overly commercialized, it kind of takes away from the event. So even when companies are involved, they try to make it more natural, I guess, or integrated into it, so you don't feel like that's the show, you know, like the Wheel of Fortune.
But then the Wheel of, actually, we have a look over here, what's going on there. It's actually quite interesting because we've got one of the corporates that's involved is Royal Enfield, which is a new and upcoming brand. You've been doing some stuff for them, right?
Yeah.
And you got people doing testing on a bike here, sitting there. It looks simple, but it's the fun part. It's the stuff that makes it tick.
Well, it's like you're getting people entertained not by the bike, but by what you can win, and you're making a game of something. Gets people interested, I guess.
We're gonna have a closer look. Just see if we disturb Kai for a moment, see what he says. We're online. What do you say?
Everybody's having fun.
Everybody's having fun.
Yeah. That's Kai Peterman here. He's doing marketing at Royal Enfield. And look, it's a hands-on job at an event like this, right? You got to be right in it. If you just sit, have the product there, that's not how it works, right?
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
You've been doing photo shooting today here, right?
Yeah, I've been shooting.
What was the story there? What did you do there?
Today was the race. They have the big, I don't even know what it's called, but this fun race where everyone gets dressed up in their costumes and they race not for the win, but more for the community and kind of like to work together in a sense. And it's kind of like a different way than I've seen other places. I like that. It's a fun interactive race, costumes and just winning on time. It's funny though because I don't speak any German, so I'm watching the race and I don't understand anything that's going on except for the race.
Which is not important. Why would you be? Actually, we could say like in Austria, they don't speak German anyhow, but that's another topic. We're not going to touch that one. But listen, it's the vibe you feel, right? You just sense if it's right or not. And the thing is, I agree with Ryan. I would compare it maybe with Glemzek. You haven't been to Glemzek yet. Yeah, but it's a bit like you got the speed event there, and you have the race. Which I say it's. You actually said before when we talked about it and have agree on the chat and talk. What you said about authenticity.
Yeah.
What do you, I mean? Like, let's fill it with content here.
How do you say that? Authenticity to me, it's when an event doesn't feel like it's trying too hard, where it's just kind of like this natural feel and a natural flow of things. It's like people are here for the same reason, to enjoy the atmosphere. And if you have too much of a planned kind of corporate feel to it, you kind of lose the soul of it, if that makes sense.
Do you know that I found a spot? We're going to stand in front of these guys for a moment and see what's going to happen. I hope it doesn't go in any wrong way. Yeah. Are we okay here for a moment? Yeah? Alrighty. Now, question
Feel
is.
short.
Don't get afraid. Don't you hear it happens? Here it happens. Yeah, that's authenticity right there, guys. Listen, my question to you is, if you compare it, what else do I need to say? That's Austria, right? That's Austria right there. I hope they don't fart. Hey?
Me too.
Jesus Christ. I hope they don't fart, man. We don't want to know all the details, huh?
No, I don't want to taste what they had for dinner.
Do you get that in the US?
Authenticity or people sitting on your heads? I'm not sure which one you're going for.
Oh, yeah, let's move out of this. Thanks, guys. Thank you. Now, if you that's actually the question I want to ask you.
Yeah.
If you compare that to the US, right? What, like, would you say you have a scene there where you have an event like that, or is it different?
I think they're not that far off. This one feels more like the ones in the States. The good ones. There is the racing is fun. Fun races in the States at the better events, and you have people acting a fool in a sense and just kind of enjoying themselves. And I think that's what drives a good event, is making it for the people, in a sense. Making it for the people who want to be here.
Yeah, I get it. But I mean, for me, the question is, when I think about the US, I think a lot about Harley Davidson. I think about this typical, you have the barbecue, you have the country music. That's not always. Is it a cliche? I might be wrong about that, right?
Most of the events
because, like, you have
not that way.
Here we go. Yeah, I mean, this is the thing here. Rules and regulations here, partially through the window.
Yeah.
The bikes are right in it. You're with them, and I think that's exactly. That's how it has to be, right? No, but you got like, what's the thing? What's it called?
Mama Tried.
Mama Tried.
That's kind of like the races here are similar to what Mama Tried does. It's like people come in and fun motorcycles. And one year, someone raced a jet ski.
Right.
With a wheel, like they put wheels in a jet ski.
Weird stuff.
Yeah, weird stuff.
Just make it quirky, because
make it quirky, make it fun.
Make it fun.
It's not about winning a race. It's about entertaining everyone around you and entertaining each other. And I think that is the big part.
So, because I had this morning, I talked to a young lady. She's in her 20s. She's doing her rider's license now, and she said, "Listen, I want, for me," she said, and listen to this. This is going to get interesting. She said, like, for me, riding a bike is freedom, and I thought, like, fuck's sake, that's what Henry Fonda said when he rode the Harley. And he said, like, that's for him is freedom and stuff. So the two-wheel thing and being able to go somewhere, it just doesn't seem to stop, right?
No, I don't think so. I think everyone kind of comes to the same conclusions when they ride a motorcycle. It's like it's a thing of freedom or it's a thing of flying. People feel like they're floating along. You're out in nature. You're not in a metal box, so you get to kind of experience the world differently than most people who don't ride. It's you can get with a bicycle if you go really fast, but a motorcycle has more of an energy to get you through the world when you're out in it. And I think that is like the driving force behind a lot of people who ride. That freedom of being out there.
Freedom of being out there. Just to get you the picture again, the whole town of Neukirchen, Newchurch, is the event basically. That's what's happening here. And everywhere you walk along the street here, there's stuffs around bikes happening. They ride through the town. There's food, there's drinks, there's music tonight. I mean, listen, we actually hope that something will continue last year. Check out this space here, write your event, check it out. We might tell you this is going to happen at Newchurch next year. We just hope there's a follow-up here, right?
I would hope so. Being here for the first time, I mean, this is incredible. I've really enjoyed it. I will say I want more vegetables available in town.
So you want like different food stuff and things?
No, the food here is great. I just want added vegetables because it's a lot of meat, bread, and French fries.
Yeah. Actually, that's what the lady said this morning as well. She said, like, I want maybe different music and different that. But there you go. This is what will happen. Events will evolve. Club of Newchurch, so-called final edition. We spoke to Ryan from Brooklyn, New York, now living in Berlin. Great photographer, by the way. I've seen his work. Maybe put the link in where we can see your work. Should I do that? Yeah, we might do that. So see you next time. We're Club of Newchurch, and talk to you soon. Ciao.